Kuva Kohm went generally unnoticed when it launched despite being overall an upgrade of already existing and a relatively popular shotgun. Reason for that is mostly down to very, very poor ammo economy and damage falloff being so steep, it starts falling off at range of 13 meters and is down 94% after the range of 26 meters. But escalation of primary and secondary weapon damage with weapon arcanes as well as galvanized mods changed this. First of all, increasing total damage fixed ammo economy. You just kill faster, which saves more bullets. And it's so much damage that even on range, you still deal a decent amount of damage, or at least you prime enemies to get them fast. What's unique about Kuva Kohm is its status effectiveness. Because of its pooled feature, it fires up to 12 projectiles per shot, but even with total status chance being unclear because of its unique feature, you're still inflicting a bunch of status effects for each shot. So for the build, Galvanized Savvy has to be there. Viral and heat, critical deceleration I feel like it makes sense because of above average critical multiplier. And fire rate, they fit. If you don't have amalgam spaz, don't worry. I just like amalgam version of it, even if it's marginally slower on fire rate because of that revive speed. DE design pets to die all the time, so this makes life easier. If you don't have a ribbon for it, just use toxin instead of it, and it will work as well. Blaze can be replaced with a 60/60 heat mod, but if you have Blaze, I think that's a better choice. Shotgun ammo mutation is essential to use this weapon for anything longer than a quick couple minute mission. Using carrier with Kuva Kohm is a pretty good setup because you can use projectile flight speed mod in the Exila slot to counter that high fall off and push it further. Weapon has a small amount of punch through, so a mow down effect can be utilized to save ammo, and it's quite recommended. Magazine has over 200 bullets, which looks cool, but you're consuming 4 per each shot, so that disappears way too easily. Now for a lich element, I suggest using radiation or magnetic, because both are secondary elementals, so they don't mix with whatever you build. So with viral plus heat being in the build, you get another extra elemental for Galvanized Savvy to work with. I don't think it matters much which element you pick between those two. Magnetic will help with Corpus, so if you plan to use it against them, definitely try that. Radiation proc helps a bit. I would call it sort of a micro-aggro adjustment of enemies, as when you fight a group, they just turn on each other and don't even fire a bullet towards you. So it's your choice, both are worth it. Using Toxin or Heat as a Lich element just locks your build to less elementals, which means Galvanized Savvy is not going to be as happy. Another argument for more different elementals is the fact that weapon can be used as a primer for heavy attack with your melee and condition overload. There's still one of my pet peeves about this weapon, and that is the fact that first shot is fired with a slight delay, making snapshots harder. And I generally don't even try to snap much with this weapon, I rather click fire button much before even moving my mouse. So I get a bit of a ramp up going. But I get why is it happening, engine needs to rev up and things like that, and it's not even that big of a delay, only hurts fast snapshots. With such overwhelming damage, even on range, where serious damage falloff starts to kick in, you will notice that as you develop status effects with more viral, enemies still take a significant punch. Part of the reason I called it a Lawnmower in a video title is because of Kuva Kohm dropping accuracy on maximum spool, meaning that combined with its punch through, you can kinda look at the weapon as an Ignis of sort. To synergize this with warframes, I'd suggest some elemental buffs like Saren's extra corrosive and toxin damage. Maybe Zephyr's projectile flight speed increase, or even Necros because he spawns tons of ammo so you can hold left mouse button 24/7. But even on its own, weapon is fun and scales pretty well thanks to high slash damage. And that's something I'd like to try, but I need a slightly different ribbon to fit more slash into that build. In that case, I would probably switch that prime cold mod for a 60/60 cold. But life is rough, and perfect loot bob, perfect ribbons are hard to come by. Thank you for watching, subscribe to help the channel grow, and I'll see you in the next one.